With no Lulu here even, they're just looking for the Nefiri pick. It's great into Ezreal because you can follow him and get on top of him. Also great into Lee Sin.
Yeah, feels pretty strong. Didn't want to just pick like a Xinjiao straight up into the Lee Sin. So I think Nefiri is definitely one of those picks that's still relatively meta. That would work well in this situation.
See what the answer here will be. With the Gnar band away. Just gonna play Cassante. I was like, you can go two ways, right? You can match tank, or you can play something like a Renekton. Try to put the pressure on, try to get some early leads up there, and be an additional CC threat. A certain simplicity to playing Lucian Milios specifically, as we're going to see someone is traded.
Yeah, not respecting the damage out of Ezreal and Nami just yet, especially with the lethal tempo. Effort and Fenrir are going to be pushed out of the lane. Coming down here, let's see what Sponge can manage. Effort trying to block the Sonic Wave in the front. The barrier comes out, Fenrir flashes in, trying to trade on the Lehens. He will not be able to. First blood already going to go over to Diable.
I want to see the bottom.
The bottom lane.
Yeah, I want to see Cuz gang.
I want to see the new guy, you know? He's going to get exhausted, but it's all a bait to set up for Cuz, who just goes untargetable there for a moment, and then goes in on a Lehens, who did not have his flash, and was an easy target, and they take him down.
So,
is it not?
I always thought Fenrir was specifically attached to fire, but that might be like a Final Fantasy thing. As we have a bit of a gank here.
Yeah, Sponge on the Lee Sin lands the kick. Fenrir is still going to flash on in and die. Now, Effort getting over to BDD, but trying to run away from Arise can be pretty difficult. Going to drop the bear. Will BDD. Here comes Cuz as the bubble, and all of the CC chain does come in. Cuz is looking for the reset, so Sponge is trying to deny it as just cue the music. I mean, this is going pretty wild now as Cuz will pick up the kill.
Well, the Aegis don't line up.
Yeah.
As Exhaust again, and Cuz is here.
Yeah, it's just another bait to try to get in on this one. No flash on Diable. He is so super giga dead. I don't even think the TP is necessary, but BDD does come down and helps out, I suppose.
He's like, now it's my turn to hide where BDD can't see. BDD has vision on the top side, but Kingdom's coming down. He's so aware.
Yeah, BDD in a lot of trouble, but here does come the Scion. BDD dies so quickly. I mean, the damage they have underneath the turret was actually absurd. As Cuz is like, well, I'm no Fenrir. I'm just a small dog here compared to that, and he's going to have to let him die. Meanwhile, Fenrir is going to die in the bot lane, and Diable and the Hens do collect that kill. Doing what it's supposed to do. I feel like Ezreal Nami in general can be a decent response, but I don't think it's supposed to be this one-sided. Meanwhile,
hey,
Fenrir picks up kill number 2.
Just not able to farm the jungle right now.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Not again. Not like this! No! Oh, Fenrir! Oh, he's dead again. Effort as well. Just kind of burns down.
This game is well and truly off the rails. Lehens, a little bit squishy. They're trying to find kills for Fenrir.
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to posture very aggressively, but the issue is that Diable already does so much damage that it's like, yeah, you do damage as well, but the second you're done with your combo, the Ezreal just chases you down. The stun, very nice here from BDD. Diable gets quite low.
He dangles himself out like a carrot on a stick. Diable might overextend, but he does not get to kill a scout.
Yeah, it's kind of been the way it's gone for Fenrir mostly in this game, where they found success. And yeah, Scout's like, no, I'm the raid boss. You guys don't have enough damage. You don't have Tibbers.
He's super giga omega alive.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, that's well said, Wolf.
So you're gonna. Oh no! A tragedy. And KT are trying to hold this dragon here, third of the game. Perfect.
Definitely still a okay. This is gonna go the way of Cuz. That's actually an objective bounty. King is really trying to go in. He's quite tanky, and he's just trying to keep them around, essentially. The culling doesn't do a whole lot as the bubble finally comes in. Perfect has to flash with the Mikhails, and the stun not even really going to do much, and they can't even chew through the Cassante. They can't even get through the first part of dealing with this team fight. And, okay, here we go, Sponge. He's got the lineup to roll against the wall, and Sponge locks him down. And Cuz is like, well, maybe I get it. No, you don't. And he doesn't get a kill. Fenrir, no! No! Quadra kill for Diable, by the way. Well, we're not going to overstay our welcome, at least.
BDD.
All right. Diable's taking a lot of damage, actually, as he went a little bit too far forward. The Sonic Wave not going to land.
There he is.
There you go. BDD throws everything at Diable, but he does survive.
A little bit facetious. Okay, hold on.
I think the exhaust was on BDD, right? Yeah. Got the stun there on onto Sponge. And now they're just chasing them down again. Very difficult to get away from this composition, but Perfect's still going to live somehow.
Fairly low. This is a little bit risky, but I think they have enough front line.
Oh. Well, you can only dodge so much, you know? I don't blame Cuz. Nice try. It's like, this is where I'm going to push. As they're trying to get everything into Scout, he just goes golden. Diable pretty low, though, but a lot of CC over the wall. Cuz barely going to survive that.
The attempted pick on him, he's just so tanky, as we've talked about all game long, but at this point, it feels like it's not even a meme. He's just extremely alive, as Scout is going to now help finish off Perfect.
All right, actually going to punish them here. Lahens goes down. The kick doesn't really do anything. BDD going to survive. And now in goes Kingen, as he is quite tanky, but can't take everything up. Sponge now going to get the execute on the Scion as everybody follows up with that. And one Mystic shot is going to take down Fenrir as Diable puts him in his place. Cuz also gets followed up there very nicely as the cleanup from Lee Sin, Ezreal, and Rise is always going to be fantastic, especially from this far ahead. Nongshim dominate a game number one, and it wasn't very close, Wolf.
No, it certainly was not. Again, for Lahens, hard to quantify what it means when he's back, when won a shaky game against B&K yesterday, pulled that one off, beat TNS,